In this video, I'm going to show you how to transfer a domain to another registrar from GoDaddy, step by step, so you can move your domain safely and avoid common mistakes. Whether you're switching to a better registrar, moving all your domains into one account, or simply looking for lower renewal prices, this process is straightforward once you know what to click. And if this tutorial helps, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy software and website guides just like this. Alright, let's walk through it from the beginning. First, sign into your GoDaddy account. Once you're logged in, go to My Products. This is where all of your domains and services are listed. Under the Domain section, click on the domain you want to transfer. Make sure you're selecting the correct domain, especially if you own more than one. After you open the domain, look for Domain Settings. This is where you'll find the options that can prevent or allow the transfer. The first thing you need to do is turn off Domain Lock. Domain lock is a security feature, but when you're transferring a domain, it has to be disabled so the receiving registrar can accept the transfer request. If the domain is locked, the transfer will usually fail or get delayed. Next, check whether privacy protection is turned on. If it is enabled, turn it off as well. In some cases, privacy settings can interfere with the transfer process or make it harder to receive the approval emails you need later, so it's a good idea to disable privacy protection before continuing. Now it's time to get your authorization code, also called the EPP code. This code is required by the new registrar to verify that you own the domain and that you're allowed to move it. In GoDaddy, click Transfer to another registrar. After that, GoDaddy will usually send the authorization code to the email address associated with your account. Open your inbox, find that email, and copy the code carefully. Make sure you copy it exactly as it appears, because even one wrong character can cause the transfer to fail. Once you have your EPP code, go to your new registrar. This is the company you want to move the domain to. Start the domain transfer process there and enter your domain name when prompted. After that, paste in the EPP code you copied from GoDaddy. This step tells the new registrar which domain you want to bring over and gives them the approval needed to begin the transfer. You'll usually be asked to complete a payment during the transfer process. This is normal because most registrars charge a transfer fee that often includes an extra year of registration. Review everything carefully before you pay, so you know exactly what's being charged and how long your domain registration will be extended. After the payment is complete, check your email again. You may receive a transfer approval request from either the current registrar or the new one. Open that email and approve the transfer request if needed. This confirmation is important because it helps finalize the move and prevents unnecessary delays. At this point, the transfer is in progress, but it won't happen instantly. In most cases, domain transfers take about 5 to 7 days to fully complete. During that time, keep an eye on your email in case there are any follow-up messages. Once the transfer finishes, your domain will appear in your new registrar account, and you'll be able to manage it there instead of in GoDaddy. So just to recap, the process is sign into GoDaddy, open My Products, select your domain, go into Domain Settings, turn off Domain Lock, disable privacy protection if needed, get the EPP authorization code, start the transfer at your new registrar, enter the code, complete the payment, approve the email request, and then wait for the transfer to finish. If you want to avoid delays, always double-check that your domain is unlocked, your email is accessible, and your authorization code is correct before starting the transfer. Those small details make a big difference. And of course, if this video helped you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more helpful tutorials like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.